Oh, hey guys. Welcome to Oh, hey guys. I'm your host, Drew Harrison. Thank you for joining me again this Monday morning. It's snowing here in Nashville. I thought they were supposed to keep that in the old Northeast, but we catching a flurry or two, so I hope y'all staying warm. Got a good one for you today. We got What You Eatin with some new Wendy's menu items. They got a pretty good wrap out there you'll go and want to check out. Also got Tales from the Road from our friend Cortney Warner, who's dropping a new comedy special filmed at Third Man Records' famous Blue Room. So we're going to talk to her about her trials and tribulations that comes with road life. And then, of course, we got all the comedy and sports and pop culture you can stand to handle. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Shia LaBeouf arrested for fighting at Mardis Gras. Bro, you too old to be fighting, all right? We all remember Holes or whatever that movie was where you're just digging up stuff. Man, that was 20-something years ago. Stop fighting. Yeah, you're a child star. We get you. You're going to get in trouble. Blah, blah, blah. Comes with the territory, man. But it sucks to get beat up and then also go to jail. Plus, you're still hella recognizable, bro. You're not fooling anybody. Everyone knows who you are immediately. Somebody said they found his ID, too, after the skirmish. And his ID's been expired for like 5 years. So, like, I'm sure you got plenty of free time, man. Go to the DMV. Knock that out. Turkish soccer is wild, bro. I'm sorry, football. Assistant referee Hakan Baskurt was hit in the head with a flying bicycle. It was a children's bicycle, but still a bicycle nonetheless. Also, why did you bring a child's bicycle into the stadium? Was that your mode of transportation? How you getting home now? So many questions. My man suffered an eyebrow injury, was briefly knocked unconscious, but they gave him a little time, and I do believe he went back to reffing. Like, you ain't gonna stop me. That's smart though. You can't show weakness. You can't let them see you miss time because they hit you in the head with a bicycle. Because what are they gonna hit you in the head with next time? I truly don't know. I'm waiting to see what they come up with next. The founder of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups' grandson is accusing Hershey of watering down the recipes. Said they are using stuff that doesn't even qualify as chocolate or peanut butter to make the iconic chocolate peanut butter dessert. I mean, if we can't even use real chocolate and real peanut butter in Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, what are we even doing here, man? We have lost all forms of the plot, and we need to just pack it up. All right. New music coming from Ric Flair. The former wrestling superstar said his family won't let him get in the ring again, so he's going to find other ways to get his creative juices out, okay? And he's going to drop some new music, which is fine, but he just needs to know he's not going to be anywhere near the GOAT, all right? Macho Man released a whole album just talking trash about Hulk Hogan, and that is my wrestling rapping GOAT, okay? Florida lawmakers are working on the Teddy Bridgewater Act. Teddy Bridgewater, the backup quarterback, coached a Florida team to the state championship, but got suspended and then later was let go because he used his own money to help the children. What are we doing? If he wants to use his money to give these kids Uber rides home because he doesn't want them waiting for the bus late night, he got some of them physical therapy that really needed it that their insurance wasn't going to cover and the school sure weren't going to cover. Travel expenses, food, necessities. So I'm hoping this passes. It will allow coaches to use up to $15,000 of their own money to help players out. If it's your own money, it's your own money. Like, I know we got to walk a fine line of recruiting and benefits, but the NCAA has done showed us that's out the door anyway. So if the coaches want to actually help the kids, let them help the kids. High fashion kills it again. Luxury brand Vitamins has a Iron Burn t-shirt. It's like a nice button-up white shirt with an iron mark in it, and they're selling it for $1,139. They make it look like an accidental scorch mark, like you messed up ironing. Like, yeah. In my house, all that would get you is a wooden spoon to the head because you messed up what you're going to wear to church on Sunday. So, $1,100. I remember one time I went to Express and tried on a shirt wrong. They're like, sir, we have try-on shirts. You can't just grab a shirt and try it on. So I can't imagine if I would have put an iron mark in it, calling it high fashion. Up next, it's sports. Let's talk sports. People have said boxing's on its way out, but have no fear. A 59-year-old and a 48-year-old are on the way to save the day. Are you tired of watching Jake Paul beat up YouTubers and washed up boxers and MMA legends? Have no fear. 2 former washed up boxers are going to do it this time. It's Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson in the Congo. They going to let him fight April 25th. I don't know why. Aren't they like 3 weight classes between the 2 of them? Oh, and then the cherry on top of this is Mayweather is going to unretire after this and, get back to fighting. I guess he hadn't had enough walking around money lately. I think if you lose to Jake Paul, exhibition or not, you should never be allowed to box again. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Mike Tyson. No, I wouldn't say it to your face. Drama in the MLB PA. Tony Clark steps down. The former Tigers, Red Sox, Mets, Yankees, Diamondbacks, Padres, back to Diamondbacks. First baseman was running things, and he had some scandals. There's an ongoing federal probe into the union's finances. There was an inappropriate relationship with a sister-in-law that he had on the payroll. All this to hire a new guy, Bruce Meyer, who was the deputy executive director, because they got a whole labor dispute going on next year. Like, they're going to play baseball in 2026, but we're probably not going to get baseball in 2027 because the owners want a salary cap, and the players said by any means necessary, they will not let that happen. So something's going to come to a head. And now we got a new guy on the Players Association. So here we go. Dylan Brooks breaks his left hand. Terrible timing as the Suns are clinging to a playoff spot. Word is he punched the wall after his stepdad took away his My Chemical Romance CD. So we'll keep up with that story and keep you updated. The Olympics come to a close. Italy has passed the torch on to France. They're up next. But man, what a games. Truly, truly enjoyed it. And who knew 41 was the best time for your first gold medal? Huh? Alana Myers-Taylor had 3 silvers and a bronze under her belt, but she won gold at the women's monobob. That's just fun to say. Oh, monobob, But it's terrifying. Such a fun name for a terrifying sport. He just wanted to be included. Nazgul, the wolf dog, running through the finish line of the decathlon, or the diathlon. I don't know what the ski version is, but he went through a finish line. They even gave him a photo finish. It was fantastic. He just wanted to be around people. He's like, people? Huh? I want to be there. Norway's Klæbo, such a fun name, won 6 gold. Trying to be the winner is Michael Phelps. He is the first to win 6 gold in one Winter Olympics. So that's insane. I mean, Norway invented skiing, so it makes sense that they win all the skiing. U.S. star Michaela Schifrin becomes a 3-time Olympic medalist in the slalom. Alyssa Liu wins gold in women's figure skating. I got a new favorite sport in ski mountaineering. Yeah, all these years we've been like, let's ski downhill. But they're like, what if we skied uphill? And then you took your skis off and ran up some stairs and then put the skis back on and then skied uphill some more. It was chaos. It's like 3 minutes for the race. It's so awesome. So check out ski mountaineering whenever you get the chance. It's this year's new curling. And my, oh my, the men's and women's hockey teams beating Canada in overtime. Both of them going to overtime. Both of them getting the gold. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I legit shed some tears yesterday when the men's hockey team beat Canada. I've been waiting my whole life for the U.S. men's team to beat Canada in a meaningful game. They destroyed us in 2002, made us a laughingstock in the gold medal game. And then we almost had them in 2010. We actually beat them earlier in the games, but then they beat us in the gold medal, and then 4 nations broke my heart. So we finally beat you, Canada. So good to see. I mean, yes, Jack Hughes had to sacrifice some teeth, but I bet you he'd do it all over again. So appreciate you, America, winning the gold in hockey. Take that, Canada. Final medal count, Norway blowing the doors off of everybody. 41 medals, 18 gold. America coming in second place with 33 medals, 12 of them gold. Italy, the host country, with 30 medals, 10 of them gold. And the Netherlands also dropping 10 gold as well. So what a Winter Games. I loved it. If you're not hyped about the Olympics, and what brings you joy, you know? And in football news, Tyreek Hill and Bradley Chubb have been released from the Dolphins. All the rumblings of Tyreek Hill going back to Kansas City. Now that Eric Bieniemy's back, relive those glory years. But my man had a terrible knee injury. I don't know if he's going to play this year. So maybe we need to figure that out and then play around with what team he's going to go to. The Indiana Bears, Chicago Bears going to Northwest Indiana to build their new stadium after years and years of trying to negotiate with Chicago. Indiana swooped in and was like, we'll take you. Come on over. So that'll be interesting to see where that stadium actually lands. They'll still be the Chicago Bears, but they won't actually be in Chicago, let alone the state of Illinois. That's interesting. What you watching, guy? A little late to the party. I think this came out the end of last year, but I just now found it on Netflix. You can only do so much searching each day to find new TV shows and stuff. But I landed on Mob War, Philadelphia versus the Mafia. I think it started on USA, but it's on Netflix now. Man, what a great 3-part documentary series. Scarfo, the crime boss of Philly, goes to jail. Power struggle arises between 5 family-backed John Stanfa and the sons of all the former mob bosses that are now in jail, led by this just charismatic young 30-year-old named Joey Merlino. And man, as you could just imagine, all hell breaks loose. Mob wars in the streets, people getting taken out. It's a really cool documentary. And then it's still when, wiretaps were fairly newish and Rico was fairly newish, and they just, highly recommend checking out. If you like mob stuff, you'll love Mob Wars, Philadelphia versus the Mafia. They also got Mob Wars, New York versus Mafia, where they used wiretaps for the first time to take down the 5 families. So if you hadn't seen that, it's also on Netflix. So have you a Mafia week, just go have some fun with it. Also, Scrubs comes back this week, so stay tuned for that. We'll definitely share our feelings about one of my favorite TV shows of all time making a comeback. Got another What You Eatin' segment where we find fun food either out in the grocery store or some crazy fast food drop that I want to try. So if you were on the verge of trying, you're like, let's see someone else do it first. I'll be that someone else. I've been doing a lot more cereals and snacks you get at the grocery store because we've been doing a lot more shopping and trying to eat at home because fast food is getting ridiculous. It's not even conveniently priced anymore. So Wendy's dropped a cheesy bacon burger. It is your standard bacon cheeseburger, but it's got a cheese sauce in addition to the cheese. So I'm excited to try that. I love a Wendy's burger. I think it's one of the better ones in the game. Their brioche bun's good. I love Wendy's, so they got a new burger. Had to at least give it a shot. They offer it in single, double, or triple. So I went, modestly in between. Went with the double. Yep, that is everything to love in a Wendy's cheeseburger. The cheese sauce makes it a little bit more messy in a good way. It's not too overpowering with the salt like sometimes fast food burgers can be. Bacon comes through. I got the doubles was a good shot. I don't know if I would like it as much with a single patty. All right, they also dropped a chicken tenders ranch wrap. They got the new chicken tenders. They're trying to be known for a little bit more than nuggets, which I love Wendy's nuggets. So they got the chicken tenders on the menu with a bunch of different sauces. So they got a ranch wrap. I'm a crazy person, thought it was going to be like McDonald's snack wrap, but it's 2 giant tenders in there. And it's a pretty good, it's a good size. So the price got me up, scared at first. It's like $6. So I was like, what is that? But the way fast food is and how big this is, it makes sense. All right, Wendy's, that's a good chicken tender. The tortilla is soft, pliable. The lettuce is fresh. Cheese is a nice little notch. Can't go wrong with ranch. But I'm more impressed with the chicken tenders. They were able to take that light and fluffiness that they know for their nuggets, really stretch it out in the tender form. That's one of the better fast food tenders I've had in a while. That is a really good fried chicken wrap, like regardless, fast food, at a deli, whatever. So If you're in the hankering for a little ranch, a little chicken tender, I think they got an original one too. So if you're like, I don't like ranch, I think that's not a problem. Really good chicken tenders from Wendy's. So I'm gonna give this an 8. That's a really good wrap. And the burger, I mean, it's all my favorite things. And I'm probably gonna get fried for this, but could use a little mayo, a little sauce on it. I know it's got cheese sauce, but that's what the cheese is there for. It really just turns into more melted cheese. I'm gonna give this like a 6.5, 7. It's a good burger. It's still a Wendy's burger, but now I'm kind of wishing I would have gotten a Baconator. Back with another Tales from the Road. We got Cortney Warner with us this week, and she has got an album coming out on the 27th through Burn This Records called Confessions of a Homeschooler. Cortney, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, Drew. I'm losing my voice. I'm doing this podcast tour.
Doing the circuit.
Yeah, doing the circuit in between doing stand-up, and my voice is like, please stop.
Please give me a break.
We're done here. But no, beyond that, I'm doing great. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So do you have a tale from the road for us?
Oh, I mean, I have so many. But, I mean, you know how this goes. You do it for a long enough time, you meet enough wackos out there.
So many wackos.
And on the drive over here, I was debating between two, but I think I settled on the one that I want to talk about is because it also includes some of our friends.
Nice.
So I did a show with our friends Jessica Carter and Eddie Ortiz a couple years ago. Love them in Anniston, Alabama. Anniston, like Jennifer Aniston.
Anniston, Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd never heard of it.
Love to hear the names of these towns.
I know. I'd never heard of it either. So,
okay. All right.
And it was at this this bar that also generally, I think, does karaoke.
Comedy's best friend, karaoke.
Yeah. Oh, they go hand in hand. I'll tell you that much. And Jessica had done the show before. She was headlining. And so she brought me and Eddie along, and she was like, hey, I'll drive, and I'll pay you guys just for the company and like just to come do the show. She's like, but I'm going to warn you, it's weird, and the owner's weird.
It's weird.
And I was like, okay, at that point, I'm like, how weird, how much more weird can it get that I haven't seen at that point? I think 6 or 7 years into comedy. It was pretty weird. The venue again was very strange. There was like the way the stage was set up. There was like this strobe light going off the whole time we were performing.
That's the best. When you look like you're at midnight bowling trying to put on a show. Yeah,
or you're like a music video or something. You're moving around. So there was like this strobe light going off the whole time.
Goodness.
It was around Christmas, so there was like this giant Christmas tree, and there was like 2 people that were there. And that definitely for me and Eddie, not our demographic of people, and probably not Jessica's either. To be fair.
That's fair.
And so we all went up there and ate shit for like 20. Can I swear on here?
Yeah,
ate shit for like 20 minutes each. Jessica did well because at least like she had more. She was able
a little more mentally prepared for it.
Yeah, she knew what was going on. She'd done this show before. But yeah, I remember walking into that bar and they were like a full pair of boobs on the wall, like ones you'd probably buy at a sex, like ones you'd buy at a sex shop that just were hanging on the wall, like as
like
if
a breastplate for a drag queen.
Yeah. They're just hanging on the wall.
See, I'm cultured. I know things.
Yeah, I was gonna say like impressive.
Thank you.
So it was just it was the show itself was so strange, and then the owner or the manager, he came into the green room and was talking to all of us, and none of us wanted that to happen.
No, of course not.
And he said this thing. He said to me, he was, I don't even know how we got on this subject, and there probably was no segue for this, but he was talking to me. This is going to sound like I'm bragging, but it's not. It was really uncomfortable for everybody. He was just like, he's pointing at me. He's like, you're too skinny for me. I like women with meat on their bones. And he pointed to Jessica. And we were both, and Eddie just was like, Eddie looked horrified. Jessica and I were like pissed. And he was just like, yeah, I mean, come on, ladies, look what's going on
Eddie's
here.
Just like,
yeah.
All right, when I say go, y'all run.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Because we were like, what is going on?
And like, Eddie's like, I'm going to have to defend this. I'm going to have to fight off this creepers.
Yeah. And just for him just to be like, too skinny. But I like how
the balls on people.
Just to be like, and it was an insult to both of us.
It was the owner?
Yeah.
They just, it's that type of people. We did a show in Little River, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And it was a bar.
Little River. Amazing name.
bar/buffet.
Yep. Oh, God.
They really tried to sell us on that. But you get free buffet. I'm like, what?
That's
at
not
4 o'clock on a Tuesday.
That's not a perk.
When it was at the best.
Yeah.
Like I literally got like a plate of mac and cheese one time.
Yeah.
But we did the show one time, and he always paid us at the beginning of the show. We did it for like 3 weeks straight.
Wow.
And my buddy was just racking in the money, and I just go down and it was a chance to just try 20 minutes. You know, no, like absolutely no pressure whatsoever. Yeah. So we get there one Tuesday, and no one shows up.
Yeah.
And he had already paid us. And so we're sitting there eating our plate of mac and cheese and looking around like, no one's going to show up for the show. We're just going to get to go home. This is great. He pulled up 2 chairs and him and his wife sat down. He's like, no one showed up, but I already paid you. Put on a show.
Ew, that's so
that was the closest to like dance, monkey, dance.
Yes, that's so slimy. Put on a show.
Yeah. Oh, and then talking about the strobe light.
Yeah.
One time I had to do a set with music. They didn't turn the music off. I asked the producer and the person running the show, like, can y'all turn the music off? No. I was just a feature. I wasn't the headliner.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes left to go in my 20-minute set.
Yeah.
The bartender beside the store beside him,
yeah,
like came over and was like, "Are y'all trying to turn this off?" Like,
yeah.
I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
So I got to do 5 minutes just uninterrupted.
Jeez,
It's ridiculous.
It is. It's crazy that that these places, I mean, the thing is, like, we got paid decently, so I don't know where this guy's getting the money from.
Bar owners.
Yeah, I mean, it must be that, because I think it was like the only bar in that town.
Sometimes they just gotta shift a little bit of money around, you know.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yeah, gotta move some money around.
Here,
a little
take
bit.
this money.
Yeah, just take it. Don't say anything.
Don't look at the serial numbers.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I never gave this to you.
Yeah, we never met. We've never spoken. Yeah, but that was like just such an uncomfortable experience across the board.
Imagine.
And I've never talked to Jessica about it, but we should talk about it, because I'm like, that's so.
Her and the bar owner are married now. They have 2 kids.
Yeah, they've been together. They're so
after.
happy. She'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, Drew Harrison."
I can hear her hitting me in the back. I can feel her hitting me in the back of the head right now. Like, oh, sorry.
So we did the show, but then they gave us a hotel room. So all 3 of us shared a hotel room.
A hotel room comes with the show.
I know. Drew, now you're rethinking it. Like, maybe I can go.
Maybe I need to go to Anniston, Alabama.
Yeah, maybe I need to go headline this bar / karaoke bar. I got some meat on my bones. I might be what the owner's looking for.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm married, but I don't have to be that married.
Right.
You know?
I mean, Laura understands the game. You know?
Yeah, she gets the game. So the hotel room, it's in like I guess it's a motel, because it's where the doors are facing outward.
Yeah.
I think that's the distinction, is a motel and a hotel.
And I think it's got ranch style or levels, you know, that kind of. I think that comes into play too. I think
who's to say? Idiot. I ran a show at a motel for a year, and I still don't know the difference.
Yeah,
I guess it's the doors are facing out.
I think so. I think you're right. I think a hotel has to have like lobbies and
elevators and
all that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think you're right.
Yeah. So we were put up in this motel, and Jessica goes in and checks us in. Eddie and I are in the car. We go and we park. And I don't know if you've seen the movie The Florida Project. It's a Sean Baker movie, and it's basically about this the like really shitty motels that are right by Disney World. Oh, okay. So like the really poor.
I've stayed in some of those.
The really poor underbelly of like these these people who are like lower like below working and lower class, who are around all this rich insane money. And so it's kind of what that felt like, except there was no Disney World. It was just there was a Sonic that we went to for dinner. Which that was the best part. I should have gotten 2 burgers that night. I was so hungry.
Sonic's one of my favorite fast food places.
Sonic just hits every time.
It was our headquarters in high school.
Really?
Like, you always met up at Sonic, and then the plans for the night were dispersed.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, Sonic is a banger. I don't go enough. Yeah. But when I do, it's like, why don't I just do this more often?
Burgers are great. They actually feel like they cook the burger like a backyard grill. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
It doesn't seem overpriced. Like, I know it's priced super overpriced, sure. But it makes me feel better.
It makes me feel better too. I feel that way about them. I feel like they do what I think Wendy says that they do.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Never fresh, never frozen.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. It's a square, so I don't really know. I don't really know
I did have
about
that SpongeBob SquarePants burger from Burger King.
How was it?
way better than it should have been.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. A friend of mine was telling me about that. He drove past there and he was like, I didn't even know that I didn't know that SpongeBob was still on the air.
That tripped me out that they're like, we got a new movie. I'm like,
Really?
2026? All right.
Yeah. I guess.
But then they're relaunching the original Power Rangers. So
Really?
what do we know?
Interesting.
But I think that's what we're going to see now. Nostalgia is going to be, especially our generation, is going to be the biggest drug.
Oh, for sure.
Everything's going to be. You remember the 90s?
Yeah.
Hey, remember the 90s?
Oh, I know. Well, that's why I think shows like Stranger Things hit so hard. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it basically was an amalgamation of everything Steven Spielberg made. And we're like, oh, this feels good. This is familiar.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I think so too. Even like, I was watching a video on TikTok before I came over here, and it was talking about Monica Geller from Friends, like her fashion. And I was looking at all this stuff, like, oh, she wears jeans like this, and I'm like, oh, I dress like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think I'll dress that way the rest of my life.
No
you
doubt.
know what I mean?
No doubt.
But anyway, this motel. So we get in there. It's like 2 beds. So me and Jessica shared one, then Eddie has one. And then we go into the bathroom, and there's no toilet paper, and there was no light bulb in the bathroom. Gee, we wonder what they might be doing why is there no light bulb in the bathroom? So Jessica goes back down to ask for a light bulb, and they're like, we're all out. And it's like, what do you mean?
But you're a motel.
Yeah. What do you? I mean, I wonder if they thought she was asking for one to do, to do drugs with.
Hey, you took my drug bulb. Can I have one? Thanks.
I need it back. Yeah. And we were joking. We were like, hey, maybe there's like an empty motel room while they're cleaning it. We can go in there and take a light bulb or something.
I was like, is there 2 lights? Just
right. Just like kind of like move it from room to room. You know.
Who's got the reading light?
Right. Exactly. So we dealt with that, but then we noticed there was also no smoke alarm in there either. I think someone took down the smoke alarm or something. Of course,
hotel policy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to upset the people.
We don't need the cops coming. Okay.
No, yeah, don't call the cops on us. My goodness.
When that thing goes right, the cops show up.
Right. Well, the thing is, there were like some cops out there, like on the other side, and so we all like kind of like shuffled over to where we were, and then after we discovered all this, Eddie had the best idea. We all just smoked weed in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So we lit. Yeah.
If you have a weird situation, you got to take advantage of it.
Oh yeah. So we smoked weed in the bathroom. We were laughing at that we didn't have we had like I think just the one light bulb in like the little like vanity area, in the motel, and then there was like a lamp.
It's almost like you were camping.
Yeah, exactly. And none of us put anything on the floor or on the ground. We put everything like on like the dresser and all that stuff.
Smart.
I don't think any of us slept.
Nah.
Honestly, I think I just laid there. I rolled around a little bit, and then we woke up the next day. We drove back to Nashville, and then Eddie and Jessica had a very passionate discussion about online dating.
Ah, nice.
Which was great, and and so I remember that being like I was not part of that conversation. I was in the back seat. I felt like the kid, you know what I mean?
Like, what are mom and dad talking
about? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on up there, guys?
What are y'all talking about?
Sounds pretty fun up there.
What are y'all talking about?
And it's what's funny and I feel like I'm telling more Jessica's story than mine, but it's a fun like conclusion to this. Eddie was telling her like, oh, she got online, do the apps, whatever. She's like, no, I don't want to. She did, and now she's been with her partner that she met on the apps.
Look at that.
I know.
Online romance.
I brought that up to both of them kind of recently, and they were just like, oh yeah. I remember we talked about that for like 2 hours on the drive home. But yeah, so that was probably the craziest one.
Anniston, Alabama.
Just all of it. Thankfully, like, I wish I had a crazier story. Like, I wish someone, like, would have gotten mugged. No, I don't wish that.
No. But when you're in it seems, it's a bigger deal.
Yeah.
You're like, this hotel.
I'd never been in a hotel like that before either. Like, but I've never been somewhere where people just go there to do drugs. I assume that's what that was for.
I was in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. We flew to North Dakota. I thought the show was in North Dakota. They actually drove us to Minnesota for the show. So the show was in Minnesota.
Oh my God.
And they got us a hotel across from the venue. And I was trying to relax pre-show.
Yeah.
And this guy was next door yelling at his coworker because he wouldn't do lines of Adderall with him.
Oh my God.
And so I just went to the show like an hour early. I was like, I'm not relaxing at all.
No.
Well, tell us about your album.
Yeah.
Where can everyone find it? All that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So Confessions of a Homeschooler comes out on February 27th through Burn This Records. I recorded it at Third Man Records last year. Drew worked on it. He was part of the camera crew. super fun. It was such a fun day across the board, and you can find it on YouTube. You can also find it on anywhere you stream your specials, your podcast, music, wherever. A pre-sale goes out tonight, actually on the 15th.
Look at that.
So I'll be letting everyone know if you want to give me a follow at Cortney Warner 13 on Instagram. There's no U in Cortney. Warner like Warner Brothers. I'll be able to hit you, let you all know when that comes out, and and it also hopefully going to get on some Sirius XM stations as well too.
That's awesome.
That's what the record label's doing. So that's where the money is. So I'm excited to maybe not be totally in the hole for once in my career.
No, I hear you. It was a game changer. I only got like 2 tracks on Sirius, and
but still,
it's awesome. It's awesome.
I hear like how much like the residuals are like once you
I just
like.
hope it keeps going.
It doesn't stop. You
Keep
know,
them coming.
So I'm excited for it to come out. It's been almost a year since I've recorded it, and it felt like I don't do most of that material anymore because I feel like I've been able to like process that and move on from that. But it's a lot of
nice.
It's a lot of personal stuff about my upbringing and my family, and I'm very thankful that I don't feel like I'm in that place anymore of like having to ruminate on that anymore. And I think that album was a big help for that.
Awesome. Well, go check out Cortney Warner, Confessions of a Homeschooler.
Yeah.
Wherever you want to listen or watch, all that good stuff. And this has been Tales from the Road. And that's it for our show this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. I hope you stay safe and warm and just do all the things you need to get done this week. Try to get along a little bit more this week, guys, because remember, we're all weird. It's way more fun when we're weird together. We'll see you next time.